Hello guys, yes, welcome back to this wonderful session. And guys, today we are going to have a third session. So I welcome you all on this wonderful platform, BYJU'S exam prep. And guys, as you already know, in this fundamental series already 2 sessions are over, and those 2 sessions were related to the trusses and frame classification, or you can say differentiation. And after that we have seen what is the perfect truss, and today we are going to see the method of joint. Yes, hello dear, good evening to all of you. So please tell me, am I properly audible and visible to all of you or not? So guys, now we are starting the method of joint today. Okay, so today's topic is method of joint. Maybe in thumbnail you have seen method of section, but today is method of joint because we have not started method of joint in the previous session. So let us start today. This is some detail about me, as you already know. So these are my areas of interest, and today we are going to have method of joint. Yes, good evening Anand. And this is the detail of MMC of this month. GATE 2022 Engineering Mathematics on 8th September. Then BARC 2021 Thermal and Applied on 12th September. GATE 22 BARC 2021 Mega Mock Test on 15th September. And on 28th September you will be having the General Aptitude Subject Test. So guys, now without wasting the time, we are starting the session. Sir, okay, definitely Sandeep, I feel I forget to share for the second session. For first session I have already shared. So for second session and today's session together I will send it today only. So don't worry about that. Okay. So guys, quickly like and share the session because this session got delayed due to some video edition and all. So now we are starting with the method of joint. So guys, I would like to tell you, when we are talking about method of joint, it says that if the entire body is in equilibrium, then every joint of this body will also be in equilibrium. So it is using that if the complete body is in equilibrium, which we already know that yes, the body is not moving because trusses are used to bear the load. So trusses are not moving. So obviously this complete entire truss is going to be in equilibrium. And if entire truss is going to be in equilibrium, then my dear, every joint is going to be in equilibrium. So guys, this joint is in equilibrium, 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 this joint is in equilibrium. So guys, if you take arbitrarily any joint, let us say we are talking about joint A. So my dear, if you will be taking joint A, you know there will be a support reaction which can be written as vertical at A. There will be a support reaction which can be written as horizontal at A, and definitely there will be some force coming in this member AE, and as you can see my dear, this force is vertical upward. So it is very much obvious that here the force should come downward to balance, and this is common sense. Even if you don't want to use the common sense, you can take whatever the direction you want. If your direction assumed is wrong, you will be getting the negative answer. Yes Ashok, good evening. So guys, here you will be having the force acting is F at A. This is FA. FA is the force in the member. So my dear, we have assumed that this member is having this type of force. It means the member is under compression. That's why it is applying the force towards the joint. So whenever the member is under compression, it applies the force in this way. And you already know that that in this member also we have to assume some direction. So let us assume the direction to be this, and this is the force in member AB. So my dear, like this, if you see all the forces, so my dear, can you say that these forces are coplanar and concurrent? Please tell me that. Can you say that all the forces are coplanar and concurrent? Please tell me that. Can you say these forces are coplanar and concurrent? Are you clear about that? The forces are coplanar and concurrent. So my dear, all these forces are coplanar and concurrent. And my dear, in equilibrium, when I was teaching you, and don't worry, who have not attended my classes of equilibrium, I am going to teach you again equilibrium after 1 to 2 topics, so don't worry about that. So guys, there I have taught that if all the forces are coplanar and concurrent, then there are 2 equilibrium equation, that is summation fx0 and summation fy0. So my dear, these are 2 equation. Can you tell me from 2 equation how many unknowns you can find out? Yes, Shubhadeep Mondal, welcome to this session and thanks for your wonderful words, but we are just the learner at different stages. we are not that much big that we are having that much big name that God of mechanical engineering is Sir James Watt. So we are just learner at different stages. Yes, thanks for your wonderful words. So guys, you already know there are two equilibrium equation. From two equilibrium equation, you can find out two unknowns for sure. So my dear, if you can find out two unknowns from two equation, so my dear, when you are using the method of joint, always you need to select a joint with only two unknowns. If any joint is having more than two unknowns, then my dear, that joint cannot be solved with the equilibrium equation. So you always need to consider a joint for which only two number of unknowns are there. Like if you see this figure, at joint A, yes, you know only there are two members, two unknowns will be there. Because support, but for these two unknowns, you need to find out the support reaction first. So my dear, when we are talking about the support reaction, when you are using the method of joint, it is not necessary always to find out the support reaction. But yes, if there is no joint where only two unknowns are there, if you see this joint, at this joint there are three members, so three forces. At this joint there are three members, so three forces. At this joint there are four members, so four forces. And at this joint there are two unknowns, but when you know the support reaction, so for such case support reaction calculation is a must. But otherwise my dear, support reaction calculation step that depends. If you have any joint which is having only two unknown, you can skip the support reaction calculation. But if my dear you have no joint which is having only two unknowns, then you need to go for support reaction first. So my dear, I have given you three things. Just mark my words, just mark my 3 points. My first point is that if the truss is in equilibrium, if truss is in equilibrium, then every joint must be in equilibrium. Every joint must be in equilibrium. My dear, this is our first important point. Yes, Arvind Tabalu, grade up is now BYJU. Okay, but don't worry, only name changes, rest everything remain the same. Same faculty, same content. Okay, everything is same, only the name and logo have been changed. So guys, it doesn't affect your selection. So my dear, this is first thing. Second thing is there are two equilibrium equations. There are two equilibrium equations for every joint. One is summation fx0, other is summation fy0. So there are two equilibrium equations. And my dear, third point what I have told you is that support reaction calculation is not a compulsory step. You may find out, you may not find out. My dear, support reactions calculation is not compulsory. So when we will be doing this, if we don't have any joint with two unknowns, if we have any joint with two unknowns, then there is no need to go for the support reaction calculation. So my dear, now these 3 points we are having in our mind, we can go for method of joints now, and I will be solving one conventional question in front of you. With that, the method of joint will be clear to you. Then we will go for 2 previous years gate question. Then my dear, in the next session we will be having method of section, and one more session will be there where we will solve PI, ME and XE problems, okay, from this topic. So we will be completing every topic up to that much extent that you will be able to solve each and everything. So this is the first question, guys. So this question we are going to use the method of joint, and we need to find out the forces in each member. So this is completely truss is given to you. My dear, now first thing, you know truss is in equilibrium, so every joint will be in equilibrium. So my dear, if you see every joint, you already know that if you see this joint, okay, if you see this joint, yes, there are one unknown, two unknown, and there is support reaction also unknown. So my dear, it is going to be HA, it is going to be VA. So until we don't know support reaction, we cannot use it. If you see this joint, there are 3 unknowns, 1, 2 and 3. If you see joint E, there are 3 unknowns. If you see B, there are 4 unknown. If you see C, then also support reaction is not known until we cannot solve it. So for this case, we need to go for the support reaction first. Without going for the support reaction, we cannot solve it. So my dear, now many students may be asking, sir, how to find out support reaction? Similar to that of the strength of material. As you have done in strength of material, we will go for support reaction in the similar manner, even in the same manner. First of all, we will say summation fx to be equals to 0. So my dear, you know there is no force acting in x direction except this support reaction HA. So from that you will get HA to be equals to 0. Then my dear, second equation will be summation Fy to be equals to 0. You know that this VA is acting upward, so you will say plus VA. Then you know that my dear 2000 is acting downward, so you will say minus 2000. Then you know 4000 is acting downward, so you will say minus 4000. Then my dear, you know VC is acting upward, this is going to be 0. So my dear, these are the vertical forces. While we are using this, all these are external forces. While calculating support reaction, we cannot take internal forces into account because we have not divided the body. Until we are going for a free body diagram of a joint or some section, if we are not breaking it from a section, then my dear, we can only consider the external forces. Until we are taking the complete body as one, we can have only external forces. So my dear, from this the equation will be coming as VA plus VC to be equals to 6000 Newton. Then my dear, this is going to be equation number 1. This is going to be equation number 2. Now we need to take the moment, because you know for this entire body, as it is a coplanar but non-concurrent force system, so there are 3 equilibrium equations. But when we are going for a joint, then it will be a coplanar and concurrent force system. So my dear, when you will be using summation moment about A to be equals to 0, then you know VA is passing from here, HA is passing from here, and this entire distance is 3 meter. By symmetry, as the angle is 60-60, this will be 1.5, 1.5. Similarly here, this will be 1.5, 1.5. So you know that my dear, this 2000 is acting at 1.5, and this is creating a couple in clockwise direction. So we will say plus 2000 into 1.5. Then you know my dear, you are having 4000 at a distance of 4.5. Then plus 4000 at a distance of 4.5. Then my dear, this RC or VC is acting at a distance of 6. So you will say minus VC into 6 will be equals to 0. Then my dear, you know 2000 into 1.5, 4000 into 4.5, you will be getting the value of VC. Can you tell me what you are getting as VC and VA? Can you give me the value of VC and VA? Yes. Anjan, yes, now grade up is BYJU'S exam prep, but don't worry guys, for you things are not going to change, things are going to be same only. Okay, only the name and logo changes, nothing else. Can you give me the values of RA, VA and VC? Yes, anybody guys? Anybody? Suparno, Rathod, Akshit, Sandeep, what are the values you are getting? VC and VA. VC and VA calculations are in front of you. Just need to calculate the values. If you will be doing calculations with me, you will be getting more and more confident. Okay. So I have chosen this question because this question covers each and everything. Okay. Zero force member I already told you previously. Very good, very good, Suparno. VC will be coming out to be 3500 Newton and VA will be coming out to be 2500 Newton. So my dear, now we know the reaction. So now if you see this figure, at joint A there are 2 unknowns only, at joint C also there are 2 unknowns. So now we will be considering joint A and joint C. Yes, Bilkul Ambati, definitely like that. Pradyuman, please check your calculations. Arvind Ballu, yes, you are correct. So my dear, now we will be considering the joint A. Now we will consider the joint A. So when we are going to take the joint A, you know this time support reaction is acting. RA or VA, whatever you want to write it, it is 2500 Newton. Now my dear, you are free to use your common sense or not. It is totally your choice. Yes, Vaibhav, at 6 PM you are having Tom class. Definitely, every day we are going with that. So no doubt about that. Yes, yesterday I have not taken extra class because I was not well. I was not feeling well, so I have not taken any extra class. But don't worry, today your class is there. So my dear, this is RA and you know now these are two members. So this is your choice whether you want to use your common sense or not. If you will be using, then also it's okay. If you will not be using, then also whatever the direction of the forces you want to assume, you can assume. If you will be assuming the wrong direction, your answer will be coming out to be negative. So first of all, I am showing you how we can use our common sense. You know one thing, that if this is the support reaction acting upward, so as joint A is under equilibrium, so to balance this force, my dear, we need a component in downward direction, which can only come if we assume the member to be under compression, because when the member will be under compression, the forces will be coming towards the joint. So we will be showing the force FAD like this, okay? And to balance the horizontal component of this, my dear, for sure this member is going to be under tension. This is FAB, and the angle between them is 60, you know, and angle between them is 90, you know. So from this joint we can find out two unknown very easily. So my dear, you know that we can say FAD sine 60 is equals to the support reaction RA. This is coming for summation Fy0, and you can write FAD cos 60, that is equals to FAB. So my dear, from this you can find out the value of FAD and FAB. So my dear, you can find out the value of FAD and FAB. Can you give me what are the values coming? 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 FAD and FAB. FAD and FAB. So guys, I have already calculated for you, but still I am thinking that you may be answering me. Along with that, it would be a great thing. Otherwise, I will be writing the answers. Very good, Sandeep. It is coming out to be 2886. 2886 newtons. Yes, what will be FAB? Arvind, Ballu, Rathod, Akshit and Sandeep. Very good. So guys, the students who are going like that along with me, they are solving. This shows your seriousness. And if I am teaching you seriously everything, I am teaching more than like I am showing you everything whatever we teach in the paid courses. So you must have that seriousness as well. So my dear, when you will be finding out FAB, it will be coming out to be 1443 Newton. It will be coming just half of FAD. Is it fine? I feel Suparno, you have done some calculation mistakes. So these two values you will be getting, because cos 60 is simply half. So FAB is FAD by 2. So FAD by 2 is very easy. Yes, very good Rathod Akshit, it is correct. So guys, with that you have found out the forces in these two members. Now I am going for joint C. Okay guys, so now I am going for joint C. So when you will be going for joint C, once again you know that VC is already 3500, you know. So if you are using the common sense, then my dear, the force in member CE will be coming in this direction. And to balance this, my dear, the force in CB will be coming like this, FCB. So by this you can tell whether the member is under tension or compression. So my dear, you are calculating the forces as you already assume FAD towards the joint. Towards the joint means under compression. So it is under compression. Okay. And when you are going for AB, it is under tension. So you know the direction of force as well. I told you what is the importance of getting the direction. Yes. Srihanshu Das, I would like to tell you that maybe the name of grade up have been changed to BYJU, but right now, as I already told you, from top to bottom the team is same, and I feel this is the team which matters a lot, because we need to work with a team only. So when the team is same, the top management is same for us. So for me, it's grade up or BYJU. Till now when I am talking about, it is same only the name have been changed. Okay, rest all the things are same, only the t-shirt color have been changed, only the symbol have been changed. I am teaching the same, you know that. Okay, only the color of PPT have been changed, nothing more than that. So don't worry guys, I can understand yours, my all feelings were connected with grade up. So grade up have just changed the name, nothing more than that. Okay, so guys, this is the case. Next case, this angle is 60. So now you can write FCE sine 60 is equals to VC. Okay, and my dear, you can also write one more thing, that FCE cos 60 is equals to FCB. So from here you can find out what is FCE and what is FCB. Please give the answer, then we will be moving to joint D. Okay, then we will be moving to joint D. Okay, Akshit Rathod and Pradyuman are giving the values. So it is correct, FCE will be coming out to be 4041 Newton. Very good, Pradyuman, you are also doing great job. So very good, great. Okay, and next we are going for FEB. FCB is 20.5. It is half of that. Okay guys, now you can see what are the directions. You can see when we are talking about CE member is under compression and this is under tension. I found one thing, that students have always that difficulty in looking at the directions, that where is the direction. So my dear, direction you should be very, very clear. I already told you, if the member is applying the force towards the joint, the member is under compression. If it is applying the force away from joint, it is under tension. Okay guys, one more important announcement I would like to tell you, that from tomorrow, this class time is shifted to 2 p.m. because we are left with 3 more lecture in trusses. And tomorrow, as I already promised, that we will be completing mechanics in this month. So for speeding up, at 5 p.m. on BYJU'S app, we are going to start the friction topic. So at 5 p.m. on app, I will be teaching you friction. I will be sharing you the link of the session, and at 2 p.m. we will continue the trusses. So trusses plus friction together will be going on. So as the friction will be going on the app, YouTube, you are going with trusses, and at the end of trusses we will continue with the next topic, that would be kinematics, and then we will go for dynamics, we will go for collision and all. Everything I will be teaching you in a wonderful manner. You guys, wherever you have studied engineering mechanics, you would be saying that you have got something new. That is for sure. Yes, Ambati, now grade up have been changed to BYJU'S exam prep. Okay. So my dear, now these are the FCE and FCB value. Now we will be going for joint D. Now we are going for joint D. So when we are going for joint D, guys, at D 2000 Newton force is acting. And you already know about the force FAD, and you know about the direction as well. This is FDA. Now you will say DA. So we call them like at joint D we are talking. So FDA now will be the name. And my dear, as it is acting upward, so obviously now we are having 2 more forces here and here. So we have to assume some direction. We will assume here the direction to be like this. This is FDB. And to balance them, you will be having here the force FDE. So I have assumed the direction because this time common sense cannot work well. So I have assumed anyway. Okay. So if any force will be coming out to be negative, it means the assumed direction is wrong. As I said, negative doesn't mean compression here. Negative means assumed direction is wrong. What is the meaning of compression? If it is towards the joint, compression; away from joint, tension. So tension compression is different, plus minus is different here. Okay, plus minus simply tells you whether the assumed direction is wrong or correct. So my dear, this time you will be applying, this angle is 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree, and this is 90 degree. So you know you can write 2000 is equals to FDA, and this you know this angle is going to be 30 degree. So it is going to be FDA cos 30 and plus FDB cos 30. You already know FDA is known to you. And my dear, when you will be going for horizontal, you know FDE is equals to FDB cos 60 minus FDA sin 60. Okay, okay, it is going to be cos 60, not sin, cos 60. Okay guys, so using these two equations, you can find out the unknowns FDB and FDE. Solve it and give me the answer. Solve it and give me the answer. Okay, Sandeep, no issues. Now give me the right answers. At joint D, you will be getting FDB and FDE. Then we will be going for joint E to complete the question. Very good, guys. You guys are really rocking. You guys are really rocking. This is a conventional question and this have been asked for 20 marks in exam. Okay, this is from civil services exam for 20 marks. Yes, fine guys, fine. Solve it. Yes, Arvind Balu, Suparno, Pradyuman, Rathod Akshit, very good. You are also doing very well. So my dear, FDB will be coming out to be 577 Newton. And if you see FDB, it is coming out to be positive, means assumed direction is correct. And my dear, it means the member is under compression. Okay, now what is FDE? What is FDE, guys? What is FDE? FDA, okay, this is FDA na. So you know that here the angle is 60 degree. So FDA cos 60 will be in this direction. So it is in the direction of FDE. Okay. So that is the reason. Is it fine, guys? I am writing the equation again. If you have any doubt in this equation, I am writing this equation again. You can see this. I am writing it again. You can write it as FDA cos 60. Then minus FDB cos 60 plus FDE is equals to 0, because these two are assumed in this direction and this is going to be in opposite direction. So this is the equation. Fine. Is it okay, Education Adda? Is it okay, Education Adda? Okay, if you want, I can write this equation again for you, for avoiding the confusion of viewers. I am writing it in a single side. I feel that is your confusion. So 2000 is in downward direction. Okay, so downward is negative. Plus FDB. Here the angle is 30 degree. So FDB cos 30. Here also 30 degree plus FDA cos 30 is equals to 0. So I feel now it is fine. Yes, Sandeep, very good. Rathod Akshit, very good. What is the second value? Second value will be coming out to be 1732 Newton. You will be getting 1732 Newton. So for this, the value will be coming out to be 1732 Newton. 1732 Newton, and it will be coming out to be negative, I feel. It will be coming out to be negative, so you will be writing it. If it is coming out to be negative, so correcting the direction. Here I have shown it under tension, so it should be under compression. Is it fine? Rathod Akshit, some calculation errors you are having. It will be coming out to be 1732 Newton. Correct it. Yes. 1732 Newton. 1732 Newton. Is it fine for everyone? So writing the equation, you need to take care. Many times the calculations error may come. Yes, it would be coming out to be minus 1732 Newton. Minus means right now we have shown it in this direction. The real direction will be this one. And if direction will be this one, it should be under compression. So you can also write 1732 Newton compression. Because the assumed direction was for tension, but answer was coming negative, it means assumed direction was wrong. So you can write assumed direction was wrong. Assumed direction was wrong. So yes, definitely you need to take care of this. Is it fine now? Very good, Ajay. Very good, Rathod Akshit. Haan, Pradyuman. That's why I said negative aya, it means assumed direction was wrong. Assumed direction was tension. So we have converted it into compression. Very good, guys. So now let us move to the next joint, joint E. So you guys are now very easily getting the things. I'm really happy for you guys. So very easily you got the concept, and this is going to be 4000 Newton. So when this is 4000 Newton, my dear, so you already have found out the direction of FDE. It will be in this direction. So FDE is like this. We got it. So after getting the right direction, we will be showing it in the right direction only. This is FED. And now you already know that to balance this, what you need to do, you will be applying this. Also already FCE is known to you. FCE is already known to you. FCE is 4041 compression. Compression means towards the joint. So it is acting like this. Okay, so it is acting like this. So after getting the direction, it is going to be FEC. Now my dear, we are left with this one. So you know, this is horizontal force. To balance this, here it is coming. So we need to assume arbitrarily, we don't know whether it is correct or not. So we will assume this as FEB. If it would be wrong, it would be coming out to be negative. This angle is 60. This angle is 30. This angle is 30. This is 60. So my dear, you will be going for, you will be writing 4000 downward. Then it is minus plus FEC cos 30 plus FEB cos 30 is equals to 0. One equation. FEC is known to you. Put the value, get the answer. Second is horizontal. You will be having plus FED plus FEB. It is sin 30 or cos 60, whatever you want to write in this direction. Then minus FEC cos 60 is equals to 0. So my dear, this is how these two equations are there. You can find out FED and FEB, and with that all the forces are calculated. Yes, Pradyuman, I didn't read your comment. Have you answered it? Yes, what would be the answer now? So with this, the question would be completed, guys. Hope everybody is getting it. After that, we will solve one gate question. Okay. Yes, guys, please tell me. Please tell me. You guys are really giving amazing response to this series, and I am really happy for that. So guys, tomorrow I want all of you to come in friction class on app. Okay. Yes, now grade up is BYJU'S exam prep. Okay, Akshit is saying 577, Pradyuman is saying 577. So FEB is 577. It is correct. FEB 577 is correct. Very good. Arvind Ballu, Ajay Wall, Suparno, Rathod, bahut badhiya. Now what is the, I feel now we got every force. Now we got every force. FDE was already known to us. FDE was already known to us. So with that, my dear, we have calculated all the forces. So no need to find for any other joint. So joint B need not to be considered. My dear, I would like to tell you that in exam, your work is not going to be that much hard. In exam, they will be asking you in one or two of the members. Nothing more than that. And that also you will be able to solve, as it would be a 2 marks question. So even method of joint can be used for anything. But my dear, still we will be learning tomorrow the method of section. Because after method of section, you may have some extra things, like some big figure is given. They are asking the forces in 3 members. And if you're going for method of joint, it may take 30 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. To solve it in 2 minutes, method of section may help you. Thanks, Rathod Akshit. So guys, this was the method of joint. And guys, now I want you to solve a gate question. It is a very, very easy question, guys. It is a very, very easy question. You need to find out the tension in member QR. This is a wonderful question. Yes, Suparno, for engineering services conventional, it may come even for 12 to 15 marks as well. So don't worry about that. But for gate, it is going to be for 2 marks. Na? So in gate, they will be asking you that much. If they want you to use method of section, then they may give a big figure and they ask the forces from in between, where you have to go with method of section. Otherwise, it will take 10 to 12 minutes. So that's why method of section you must learn. Okay. So my dear, now for this I am giving you a hint. If you put a perpendicular here, because the distances are not mentioned, QR distance is not mentioned, so you know that if we assume this direction, this PS to be x, then as this angle is 45, so this distance will also become x, and as this angle is 30 degree, it will become 1.732 times of x. So my dear, now it is very easy for you to solve. Okay, now you can find out very easily the support reactions, that is nothing but VQ and VR, because you know there is no horizontal force, so no horizontal reactions. So to find out VQ and VR, now you can use equilibrium equation, and after getting VQ and QR, you can very easily find out the force in member QR. So guys, you just need to find out the support reaction VQ and VR. After that, consider the joint Q. Your work will be very easily done. I have already given you the hints for that. So guys, can I expect all of you to present in the friction class from tomorrow? Even if you have attended my 1 to 2 classes of friction before, you shall join me, because it is going to be an entire complete series. So you shall not miss any class. In 10 classes, I will be teaching you complete friction, old and new complete syllabus. And if you will continue this response, I will take you till Lagrange at the same level, and you will found that many people have taught that in a wrong manner, and you would be learning the correct way to solve, and then you will be feeling very easy for gate questions. You can see last year question have been asked from Lagrange. So I want all of you to present there, and until you will give me response, till that date I will continue this course. Okay, so I feel we will complete this with the same enthusiasm, with the same strength. Yes, thanks Suparno. So solve this question guys. First of all, you will say VQ plus VR is equals to F. Then you will take summation moment Q is 0. When you will be assuming this, then my dear, you can say F into X minus VR into 2.732x barabar 0. You will get the value of VR. Once you get VR, take joint R, and you can find out force in QR member. It is already mentioned, it is under tension. Yes guys, solve this. Yes, solve this guys. You will be getting VR as 0.366 and VQ as 0.644x. Thanks Ralabandi Bhardwaj, thanks for your wonderful words. Yes, so do continue the series. From tomorrow I am starting friction on BYJU'S exam prep app, but there you can see that series is not like YouTube that it would be always available, so you need to join live. Okay, and it would be there only for 2 to 3 days every session, so you need to join live there. Okay, in YouTube you have the session for long times. Okay, there are limitation, hardly 1 week, 10 days the sessions remains, otherwise you have to search. Very good, so find out. Okay, no issue Arvind Ballu. You can go for recordings on the same day, so that you go with me and ask any doubt if comes. That you can do. You can watch recording on the same day. Those who cannot attend due to any reason, they shall go for recording on the same day. Okay, so what would be the answer? FQR. I am waiting for your response. You can take even joint R. In joint R, this is VR, and this is already mentioned, it is under tension. So this is FQR, FRQ, and if it is like that, so it should be FPR. So from that you can find out FQR. What would be the answer, guys? What would be the answer? Very good, Sandeep. So the answer is coming out to be 0.634 F. The answer is B for this. Pradyuman, very good. Pradyumna, very good. Okay. So guys, with this we are completing this session. Okay. And tomorrow we will go for method of section and some practice question. And after that, one special practice session will be there for entire chapter. Then you will be getting a test from my side of 10 questions and you need to solve it. Okay. And guys, if I am with you in all the ways, you also have to be with me in all the ways. Like I would like to say, just invest your time and you will get good rank. Okay. So like you have heard by Subhash Chandra Bose ji that तुम मुझे खून दो मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा. So it is like you need to invest time and you will get a good rank. Okay. So that is what you need to invest. Nothing more than that. I am going to take care of all difficult topics where you find difficulty. First request I got for mechanics. I am going for mechanics. Second request I already have for metal cutting. I will be going for that as well. Is it fine? कोई बात नहीं प्रद्युम्न. Soon we will be increasing the session time. Like tomorrow's session will be more than 1 hour at 2 p.m. because tomorrow I don't have any class at 3 p.m. Today I have class at 6 p.m. so I need to leave here. So goodbye for this session, guys. Thanks for your wonderful response and love you guys. So goodbye for this session. Thanks for joining.